Hi YouTube! This week I've got another animation speed draw time lapse. This week I'm working on the rough animation for a map part that I'm working on. It's another part for the Unity cartoon map. Because I really was kind of at a loss for what to do, so I tend to join a map or work on a part for my own map when I'm at a bit of a loss for what to do, and I noticed that they didn't have any ponies parts in this map, so I was like, can I take a part with ponies? Because I don't care about the fandom, I don't care about any of that. I still love My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It's such a charming show. I really love watching it, and I love the art style design, and I love the backgrounds and the character design, and also it's really interesting from an animation perspective, just looking at it and trying to figure out how the rigs work. Yeah, because I'm a nerd, and also I love ponies. Who doesn't love ponies? So yeah, that's what's going on in this video. I started out with a very rough plan of what I wanted to happen in the part, and I timed it to the music. So what you're seeing now is just me going through and making some new key drawings that are a bit more on model and just less random scribbles. And then basically doing in-betweening and making sure all that timing's alright. For this part, I wanted to kind of do not really on model for Friendship is Magic, My Little Pony style, but I wanted to do a bit more, make it very recognisably look like that style, if you know what I mean. Because it's difficult when you're trying to imitate someone else's art style or the style of a particular show, and you can spend ages just fussing over it, but I really didn't want to do that for this map part. I wanted to just make something and try, there's one angle of Rainbow Dash flying towards the camera that's quite difficult, so that was my challenge for this map part, and the rest of it I just wanted to make it just make it and have something done, you know. I've been having a bit of a time lately, you know when you're really stressed but you haven't actually got that much on, but you just feel so overwhelmed. That's what's happening now. I've had a dog to stay. I was dog sitting him, which was absolutely lovely. He was a black Labrador called Sammy. I'll try and put some pictures up because he's a good and sweet boy, but you know, it does eat a lot of your time, walking the dog, when they're begging for attention, and then when you're sleeping, he sleeps in my room because he's a clingy boy, and just it does disturb your sleep, doesn't it, when you're not used to having someone else sleeping in your room. Even when that someone's a dog, he still snores quite loudly. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me this week. Yeah, I caught up with the Pokemon anime, which was very emotional. Ash and How's match, I knew How had to lose because Ash can't lose this early in the Pokemon League. But I think I've said this before, but How's one of my favourite characters in Pokemon Sun and Moon because I really empathise with his storyline of trying and failing a lot of the time, and having so much pressure put on him. So his final battle with Ash was really emotional, and the bit at the end, spoilers, skip ahead 10 seconds for no spoilers if you're still haven't seen the episode and really bothered about spoilers, but the bit at the end of the match when he was wow, what a great fight, and then he just went backstage and then his grandpa was you did a good job, and then he's just burst out crying. That got me And yeah, like there's some new news about the Galar region, the Pokemon games. They have some Galarian forms, which like I'm kind of excited about, but like I saw this like post on Tumblr saying that they hoped that they wouldn't have Galarian forms because the Alolan forms were meant to be because like on like some islands like Hawaii and like Galapagos etc. in real life, animals like did evolve like very differently, and because they were in such a like isolated place, so they were like sad that it's that they've just done the same thing basically again in this like fake England one. But I don't know, I can see why they did it, because like it's like a reskin and slight tweaks to the same model, so you can use all the same like rigging mostly, so it must be a good way to get some extra content in the game without like using too much resources and time. And the heavy metal Zigzagoon is like hilarious. I kind of like forget that like rock and stuff is very like UK is very important for it. I don't think about it. So when it's like, oh yeah, it's like it's got like the starry kiss eyes. Wow. What's with that? And like I'm excited that there's another evolution for Zigzagoon line because they're cute. And the frigging Victorian coughing with the big hat and the moustache, that's absolutely hilarious. I need to find this meme actually. Someone made a meme of Galarian Pokemon, and it was basically like the Galarian form of Solrock is that there is no Solrock because there's no sun in England. It was just like normal form, Galarian form, and just like a rain cloud, and that was hilarious. And yeah, I'm excited for these games. There's still so much like going around, like hate going around, like why did they get rid of the national decks? And it's like, it's really sad, but like think of it from a game designer, game studio standpoint, like it's impossible. There's like nearly 1,000 Pokemon by this time. Like they can't stop making new Pokemon. Each one takes so long to rig, it must take up so much information. Like if you think about it, like Breath of the Wild, they only had like 4 different enemy types in that whole game and just reskinned them. And that was like one of the most like content heavy games that they've made for the Switch. Like I think they spent all their budget on like the scenery, and then they were at the end they were like, oh, we've got like one lizard guy for you to fight, and then like a big one of him, and they all live in these like skulls, and they change color as you go through, and that will have to do because we ran out of time. So if you think about it, like from a Pokemon point of view, like in the past, like the games, most of the graphics were like pretty passable, but like especially like when it used to be like tile sets, it would be much less heavy on the memory, even though like obviously in the past like you didn't have as much memory to work with, but like now when they've got like a fully realized 3D world, like, and 1,000 creatures on top of it, like something has to go, and unfortunately it's the Pokemon, which is sad, but you know. I'm also like getting excited about Breath of the Wild sequel again. I just started playing Majora's Mask. I bought it ages ago, and I'm like intimidated because like the time limit. And I think I spent like one day. I'm still in Clocktown. I haven't found the you have to find like the hideout, the secret passage to the hideout, and it's timed, and I'm just like, oh, I can't be bothered. Which is a shame because like I love I love Zelda. But yeah, I'll let you know how that goes if I ever manage to leave Clocktown. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good week. Let me know how you're doing and what do you think about all the derpy new Pokemon they've just announced. And see you soon. Bye!